So the PlayStation 4 launch, it's finally here. Now, without a doubt, this is the most indie-centric console launch in console launch history. How did this happen?
It happened, it was a long journey, obviously. First thing we had to do, Scott, is we had to really sort of reduce all the barriers of entry for the platform. If you look back 5 years ago, to get a game on PS3 back then, you had to literally, I think, have some carrier pigeons, have like a horse-drawn carriage, use a fax machine and a beeper. So we want to make it really easy for all developers and publishers to get onto the platform.
Impressive, considering brain size.
If we look at Gamescom, we announced Rogue Legacy, right? That's a game where you basically play and then you play as your child. So all the ailments you have, whether you're colorblind, stuff like that, it sort of passes on from generation to generation. That's sort of fun and quirky. Octodad, the fact that you're playing everyday life as an octopus, trying to make sure your wife and kids don't realize you're an octopus, it's bananas, right? It just makes me smile and have fun with it.
Now, one of the weird things about the PlayStation 4 is you guys seem to have developed lots of good karma, and maybe it is because you have championed the little guy when it comes to indie game development. Talk about your strategy in doing so.
Sure. I think it starts from the top on down. If we look at Shu Yoshida and the stuff that he's doing, just from reaching out to people, talking on social media with them, engaging with the gamers, we're all huge hardcore gamer nerds, so we love this stuff, and I think it comes through. I hope it comes through to gamers out there. And the developers are the first people that we want to make sure they're happy, because if they're having a good time getting the content onto the platform, then gamers are going to have a good time, playing it. That's really, I think, the big thing we've been going after.
What can the PlayStation 4 do that's going to make game development from the indie point of view a little bit easier?
Well, I think in general, what we really did was really focus on how to make it easier to get on it. So it's very similar to a PC architecture. The guys who made Octodad, actually a small team in Chicago, Young Horses, they were doing it part-time, 8 guys, and they were able to port it over to the PlayStation 4 in just 4 weeks. So the fact that it's so easy to develop for is really, really critical. We wanted to make a really high-end box, so that way all of the content can look absolutely phenomenal. If you look at some of the AAA content coming at launch, it's absolutely amazing, looks visually breathtaking. But we also wanted a wide range of content. People aren't always looking at that 60-hour experience. They sometimes want to play around with something like a Resogun. Contrast, another great example of a really neat sort of avant-garde indie game. So we wanted to create a breadth of content, but also make it super easy for them to make the content and bring it over to the platform.